there though after you have such a successful first 3 plays?
No, I liked it. I mean, that was the goal we wanted, was to go out there, get our series and put up points. And so I was happy with the way it went out.
So we officially just got to see Jordan Love on the field for the first time in 2024, and he picked up right where he left off. And I don't want to overreact to things because I know it's the preseason, but it seems like he improved his deep ball, connecting with Dontayvion Wicks for the 65-yard touchdown, absolutely burning Ronnie Hickman, who had a really solid season for the Browns last year. It didn't really take too much time for Love to show the coaching staff what they wanted to see. In Love's lone series, he handed off to running back Josh Jacobs for 7 yards on the first snap, and his first pass was a dump off to Jacobs in the left flat, losing 2 yards. And then on 3rd and 5, Love of course uncorked that deep pass down the right sideline to Wicks, who had run open behind Hickman. He hit the second-year receiver in stride for the big touchdown, ending his first preseason start almost as quickly as it began. So he had 2 passes, 2 completions, and a touchdown. We had a great play dialed up for that situation, Love said. One-on-one with Wicks in the slot. The safety was a little bit off him, he ran a great route, kind of lulled him to sleep at the top, and was able to go past him. Just put the ball out there for him, and he made the rest happen. Great play by him. Earlier this week, Love was all smiles when asked about kicking off strong in Cleveland before taking a break for the rest of the preseason. He definitely appreciated LaFleur's comments afterward, suggesting that Love and some starters might sit out the upcoming game against Denver. I liked it, Love said. That was our goal, to go out there, get our series, and score points. I was happy with how it turned out. After Love's first drive, Sean Clifford stepped in, and shout out to him because he follows me on Instagram. But anyways, sparking a competition for the backup QB role this season, Clifford went 10 for 19 for 111 yards, with a solid 70.3 rating. Leading 3 scoring drives, the only touchdown during this time on the field came from running back Emmanuel Wilson, who scored on a 5-yard run in the second quarter. Clifford's standout moment happened right before halftime, starting from their own 36 with just 58 seconds left. He got the team into field goal range by completing 3 of 5 passes for 36 yards, including a crucial 23-yard throw to Grant DeBose on a 4th and 3. His last 2 passes were intentionally thrown away to manage the clock. DeBose had a great preseason debut, leading the Packers with 5 catches on 6 targets for 66 yards. As a 7th-round pick last year, he seemed to be on the bubble entering camp, but his performance might have just secured him a spot on the receiver depth chart. Rookie QB Michael Pratt came in for Clifford late in the 3rd quarter. He mostly handed off the ball in the 4th, but completed 5 of 7 passes for 46 yards and an 89 passer rating. I saw a lot of good things, LaFleur noted. There were definitely some plays we'd want back, but overall, everyone was competing hard, doing their job, and making plays. The Packers defense is getting used to a new 4-3 scheme, and it looks like the starters are putting in some extra work compared to the offense. Safety Xavier McKinney and linebacker Quay Walker only played 1 series, while other guys were out there for multiple drives. And rookie safety Evan Williams stepped up for McKinney, teaming up with fellow rookie Javon Bullard in the secondary. Both Williams and Bullard have been killing it in camp, and they brought the energy into the preseason. Williams led the team with 5 tackles in the first half, and even forced a fumble on Browns running back John Kelly Jr. right at the start of the second half. If he keeps this up, he'll definitely see more playing time. His versatility is also a big plus since he can play both safety and in the slot, which might put him in competition with Nixon for nickel duty. The defensive line is also looking solid in this new setup, racking up 3 sacks in the first half. Lucas Van Ness was a standout with 1 sack and 3 tackles for a loss. His sack came from the pressure applied by defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt, and Van Ness's own pressure led to a sack for Colby Wooden later on. And defensive end Aaron Mosby added to the mix with a sack as well. Coach LaFleur commented on the effort saying, "I thought the guys competed hard. The game plan wasn't overly complicated. We wanted to see our guys compete, play fast, play physical, and run the football." On the kicking front, it was a steady performance. Anders Carlson nailed all 3 of his kicks, including field goals from 46 and 33 yards, plus an extra point. Greg Joseph also hit both of his attempts, a 35-yard field goal and an extra point. The Packers will be back in action next week with a primetime game against the Denver Broncos on August 18th. Looking more into training camp, Jordan Love has been stepping up his game lately. During the Packers family night, he showed off his accuracy and ability to make big plays, completing 4 of 6 passes for 64 yards in the first team drill. His connection with wide receiver Christian Watson was especially impressive, hitting some deep passes that weren't as common last year. Love is also taking on more leadership, getting more assertive, and handling play calling in the 2-minute offense, which is a big leap from his rookie year. Even after a minor injury scare in practice, he seemed to be good to go for that Browns game, and he played like it. So overall, his training camp performance is looking really promising as he gears up for the season. Here's what some of the media has to say about Jordan Love.
And Lauren, there's so much chatter around the quarterback Jordan Love and his new paycheck. But now he's going to have to put his money where his mouth is. What are the realistic expectations for Jordan Love and this Packers team as he enters year 2 as the starter?
Well, Haley, realistically, it is the Super Bowl. A couple of defensive players, including Keyshawn Nixon, say, we think we can make it to the Super Bowl. Love, he's not saying that out loud, but based on the second half of his season last year, I don't think it's out of the question. He had one of the best touchdown to interception ratios going into the playoffs. And then, like you mentioned, that Cowboys game, he had a 157.2 passer rating, one of the best all time in the playoffs. If Love can build upon that second half of the year, going into year 2 as a starter, I don't see why they couldn't at least make the NFC championship game and then go to the Super Bowl.
Before I end off this video, we can't forget about what the defense has been doing in training camp, because they've been outshining the offense early on, with defensive end Rashawn Gary really standing out. He's been making waves as he transitions from outside linebacker to defensive end in this new 4-3 scheme, racking up multiple sacks in practice. The defense has also been great at creating turnovers, with a bunch of interceptions reported. Matt LaFleur highlighted the need for making plays on the ball, and the defense has answered the call with a lot of takeaways. This focus on aggressive play has really been a highlight of the Packers training camp since the jump, setting a solid foundation for the upcoming season. That's really all I have to say for this video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this recent Packers game, and also how you are just feeling overall about the team as we head into week 1. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, because your support truly does mean the world. And also, let me know what you would like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.
Yeah, no, I definitely think he was able to get in that groove. Started seeing what the defense was doing, and you know, had to put a great little 2-minute drive together right there at the end of the half to be able to get us in field goal position. A couple big time throws right there, but he's a baller, man. He turns it on when it's game time, and you know, I think he played a great half. You know, obviously, I think he wished he could play a little bit more out there, just getting back to the season. But great job by him.